I know that today, and mostly in the eastern part of Nigeria, most of the dioceses decided to follow what the other countries and dioceses are doing. That is to stop public masses, public celebrations, so as to avoid the propagation of coronavirus. Some friends asked me today what I think about it. This is third Sunday I am celebrating with, without the congregation physically being there. Most of them follow by radio, some of them follow by Facebook or by Instagram or by whichever that means they can. But I know that it's not, from our own context. I mean, the context of Igbo land, we are so used to going to masses. It's very hard for an Igbo person not to go to mass because there are so many masses around us, and we are used to that. So coming to a point where you have to stay at home on Sunday, it's very hard. I know you need a kind of strong decision to accept that you have to do that. That for others might appear to be obvious, but for you might appear to be kind of lack of faith. But I want to let you know that it's not lack of faith. It's not because we are afraid of trusting God. No, it's because we trust God to protect us. And we trust God to help us not to propagate the disease that will decide for each person to be at home. Not just in terms of church, but also other activities. Because this disease is going about. It has gone to different countries, those who go to church more than us, those who don't even go at all. But this disease do not choose who to kill. Those who believe, they get it. Priests die of it, atheists die of it, Buddhists die of it. It doesn't choose anyone. This disease is natural. It has nothing to do with faith or no faith. It doesn't choose who to kill. It just kills whoever comes its way. And it's not very hard to propagate because once you contract it, you might not know you have it. And a few days, before 14 days, before it is noticed, you must have come in contact with many people. Imagine you go to church, you share the sign of peace within the celebration. You might have given it to around 15, 14 people. And those ones also on going home, they continue sharing it. Before you know it, the whole village has been contaminated. And if they die of it, what do you gain? So, at this point in time, we are called to be church fully as we should have been. We think that the church is the structure. Yeah, this is the church. But then this church is ourselves. We who come together, we congregate to make a congregation. So, each one of us is a member of the church, and each one of us is the church. We are the temple of the Holy Spirit. God speaks to us. He brings us together to come and pray. But at a point, He asks us, go in peace and proclaim the good news. God has asked us now, go in peace, proclaim the good news in our families, but be safe, more especially, and wait so that when time comes, we'll come back and congregate again. But before then, continue praying. There are so many ways to pray. On Sunday, I know there's already, the Cali Bishop Conference has already offered some guidelines on how to organize services at home. Those who have opportunities can also follow by Facebook, by television, or by whichever means you can. This is the moment when faith becomes action. Because faith is not just being there clapping, dancing. Faith is being connected with the divine. And if you can connect with the divine being in the church, you should also be able to connect with the divine, not being there in the church. You can connect with the divine, being the church. So at this point in time, we are called to make a change in our life. Being able to be the church without being in the church. Being able to live our Christian life without being in the whole world to tell the world we are the Christians, we are this and that. At this point in time, your faith should be to save your life and save the life of others. Try to be very charitable. I know so. Actually things are becoming very, very costly in the country. You go to the market, those people changing prices, they are not pagans, they are not atheists. They are those ones that feed the church on Sundays. But once they know that there will be confinement days, they change the price. They now make it very hard for poor people to be able to buy things after you be saying the government do not care for us. Do you care for yourself first? You don't. Recently they said the change price of fuel, and then people refuse to sell because they say we bought it at a price so higher than what they asked us to sell. But those things you bought very cheap, now you increase it. Why do you increase when you bought it very cheap, but you can't reduce it when the price reduces. That's not being Christian. Christianity is way of life. Those who act like Christ. This time around, we are called to be our brother's neighbor, but not by going to them. Use whichever means you can. Call those you can. Call them by telephone, by Facebook. Contact others. Try to remain in contact and do the most you can to save our communities. Don't make people believe that this is not serious. It is very serious. There are so many pastors in Nigeria. There are many priests in Nigeria. There are many men, so-called men of God, who pretend that this is not true. I want to let you know that it's true. I know individuals who are affected. I know I've heard about many people who are dead, and people die in hundreds, in thousands on a daily basis, not because they are sinners, not because they are saints, but because they were exposed to this virus. Don't be exposed to it. Don't expose others. And stay safe, stay home, and be responsible. And please, observe social distance. It is very important. Please take this in very serious because this problem, this virus is deadly. It's not like malaria, it's not like Ebola, it's not like HIV. It is coronavirus. Just know it that way. Don't say, I'm used to this or that. You stay alive. Stay safe and help others to stay safe. Please. And pray for a better world. Pray for good health. And pray mostly for those helping us to survive this moment. May God continue to bless you as you stay home and stay safe. And continue praying, knowing that after everything, we'll come back again and pray. But don't forget, be the church.